Maintenance instructions for Mitsubishi UEC75 LS2 and UEC75 LS2 diesel engines. The Mitsubishi UEC85 LS2 and UEC75 LS2 diesel engines were developed by Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Limited, mostly for use in VLCCs. In this video, we will explain the maintenance and inspection procedures for these engines. This is the Mitsubishi 7UEC85 LS2, running in the diesel engine assembly shop. This is the fuel injection valve, the exhaust valve cage, the cylinder cover, the Mitsubishi MET turbocharger, fuel injection pumps, the Mitsubishi electronic governor, the gauge board, and maneuvering stand. The camshaft shift device. The auxiliary blower. The turning gear and flywheel. Here, one of the pistons of the UEC85 LS2 is being overhauled. Notice the 4 piston rings on the side of the piston head. You can also see the stuffing box on the piston rod. This table shows the principal particulars of the UEC85 LS2 and UEC75 LS2 diesel engines. Now, let's take a look at the maintenance and inspection procedures. Fuel oil injection valve. Fuel oil injection valve overhauling. These are the tools for dismantling the fuel oil injection valve. Remove the fuel valve opening pressure control air pipe. Remove the fuel oil injection pipe. Avoid dust by using adhesive tape. The steam tracing pipe and fuel drain pipe. Next, remove the spring box. Attach the lifting tool and shackle. Carefully lift out, taking care of the fuel nozzle tip. If any difficulty is experienced when lifting, use jack-up bolts. Disassembling a fuel oil injection valve and injection tests. Remove the controlled opening pressure device and place on the workbench. Remove the nozzle from the body of the fuel injection valve using the hydraulic pressure of the injection test device. When removing only the nozzle without removing the spring, loosen the regulating nut and free the spring before removal. Remove the nozzle body and needle valve. Clean the nozzle hole. Remove the regulating nuts, spring, spring seat, and spindle. And inspect their outer surfaces. Inspect the contact surfaces of the nozzle and the body, as well as the seat surface of the nozzle. After inserting the nozzle, attach the nozzle nut to the body using tightening hydraulic pressure. Assemble the spindle, spring seat, spring, and regulating nut. Assemble the nozzle body. Set the fuel oil injection valve on the injection test table. Connect the high pressure pipe and check the air source. Test injection and adjust injection pressure. Check the injection spray. The spray should be uniform and stop cleanly without after discharge. In the oil-tight test, maintain the pressure at 31.4 megapascal for 30 seconds. After these tests, confirm 1.7 millimeters clearance at the COP nut and lock with the lock nut. Using the adjusting device, set the pressure to 44.1 megapascal with 0 millimeter clearance. Fuel oil injection valve assembling. Fit a new O-ring and spread lithium grease on the surface. Install the cylinder cover by crane, checking that the fuel oil injection valve is pointing in the right direction. Tighten the bolts to 49 Newton meters of torque using the torque wrench. Exhaust valve. Exhaust valve extraction. Discharge the cooling water from inside the exhaust valve. This figure shows the method for discharging cooling water. Remove all connecting parts between the exhaust valve and piping. The lube oil drain pipe. The air spring air pipe. The cooling water outlet pipe. The exhaust valve driving oil pipe. And the exhaust gas expansion pipe. Hydraulic jacks for exhaust valve tightening bolts. Use hydraulic jacks to remove the nuts from exhaust valve tightening bolts. Attach wires to the two eye bolts located on the exhaust valve driving device. Attach a chain block to the eye bolt on the exhaust valve cage and lift it up. Exhaust valve overhauling. Tools for overhauling. The complete exhaust valve should be mounted on the exhaust valve disassembling base and turned for inspection. Turn the handle to turn the stand 90 degrees. And push out the valve by supplying air to the air spring chamber. Attach the stopper. Remove the upper valve driving device. Remove the air spring devices. Attach the lifting tool for the valve stem. Lift off the valve stem. Lift off the valve seat. Inspect the inside of the cooling bore, valve guide, surfaces that contact the seat and the exhaust gas passage. Measure the deflection of the valve stem. And die check the valve stem seat face. The O-rings and cap seals should be renewed at every overhaul. For wear measurement of the seat surface, measure the thickness of the buildup on the seat area using a limit gauge and thickness gauge. If the valve stem or valve seat are worn over the limit, they should no longer be used. Exhaust valve assembling. Fit the exhaust valve seat. Insert the exhaust valve stem. Rotate 180 degrees and attach the parts of the air spring. Assemble the air spring devices. Finally, attach the upper valve driving device. Exhaust valve fitting. Check the contact conditions of the seat surface and replace the gasket and O-ring on the seat surface of the cylinder cover. Exhaust valve grinding. Grinding of exhaust valve stem and valve seat. This is the grinding machine for the exhaust valve stem and valve seat. This machine should only be used when the engine has been stopped. Rotate the vertical handle clockwise to lower the grinding wheel and counterclockwise to raise it. Rotate the handle clockwise to move the grinding wheel backward and counterclockwise to move it forward. Grinding of exhaust valve stem. Insert the exhaust valve stem. And tighten the collet fixing nut. Set the dial gauge and set the switch to V. Centering is regulated by the 3 centering bolts. The deflection indicated on the dial gauge should be less than 0.04 millimeters. Rotate the valve and confirm that the deflection is small enough. Switch to V and switch on. Slide the grinding wheel until it is positioned above the seat of the valve stem. Adjust the vertical position and operate. When grinding is completed, remove the valve stem. Grinding of exhaust valve seat. After cleaning the valve seat, fit it on the mounting. Set the dial gauge and center using the 3 centering bolts. The deflection indicated should be less than 0.04 millimeters. Set the fixing ring and fix the valve seat by the 3 fixing bolts. Set the switch to S and switch on. Slide the wheel and grind. When grinding is finished, remove the valve seat. Confirmation of contact. Apply red strain detection paint onto the surface of the valve seat mounted on the turning over stand with the valve cage. Insert the valve stem into the valve guide and turn the valve stem using an iron rod through the eye bolts on the lower surface of the valve stem. Ensure that the contact remains inside the circumference of the seat without interruption. If the desired contact is not achieved, regrind the valve stem accordingly. The valve stem has an angle of 30 degrees plus 14 to plus 16 seconds. Whereas the valve seat has an angle of 30 degrees minus 2 to minus 4 seconds. Cylinder cover and piston head. Cylinder cover removing. Discharge the cylinder cooling water, close the cooling water valves, and disconnect all pipes joining the cylinder cover. This figure shows the method for discharging cooling water. The fuel valve opening pressure control air pipe. Remove the fuel oil injection pipe. Avoid dust by using adhesive tape. The starting control air pipe. The steam tracing pipe and fuel drain pipe. The lube oil drain pipe. The air spring air pipe. The cooling water outlet pipe. The exhaust valve driving oil pipe. The exhaust gas outlet pipe. The starting air pipe. Avoid dust by covering with the sheet. Hydraulic jacks for cylinder cover bolts. Loosen the nuts of the cylinder cover bolts by hydraulic jack. Lifting tool of cylinder cover. Attach the cylinder cover lifting tool to two of the exhaust valve tightening bolts. And slowly raise the cylinder cover. Piston removing. Tools for removing and fitting. Hydraulic jacks for piston tightening bolts.